What's up, guys? Krafter here. With This is our first ever episode of metaNEWZ. So welcome. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure that if you're excited about this, like I am, this is just going to be kind of our weekly recap of what's going on in the metaverse and what to look forward to, and just a bunch of different tangents, I'm sure. But if you're excited about this, like I am, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like. Let's get the algorithm going. Show them that you like shit like this. So, anyways, thanks for showing up. Let's dive into what this show is gonna be, and it's really just gonna be me kicking it with you guys. I'll probably, who knows, if I end up going up off on tangents and stuff, which I often tend to do. Maybe I'll chop up a recap video so that for you guys that don't like to sit through and listen to me talk about random shit, you guys can just catch the recap video with all the metaverse news just broken out clip by clip for you. But this is just going to be kind of a evolving project. We're just going to figure it out as we go. So I've really come to realize that the metaverse as a whole is this huge concept that has a whole lot of different things that are going on inside of it, and so many people have so many different interpretations about what the metaverse is and what it can be and what it will be. So I just want to like start bringing you news about it and get you informed and start getting the gears turning inside your guys' heads so that you kind of see where the future is going and can make educated decisions on everything from investing into different projects that are looking at expanding into the metaverse to just diving in and playing games in the metaverse that sound exciting to you, and then everything else that is metaverse related is what we'll be touching on. And with that being said, a lot of what the metaverse will be is going to revolve around NFTs and coins. So we'll be talking, I'm sure, a lot about that too. So yeah. Anyways, thanks for checking us out. Like I said, if you're excited about content like this, make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, show YouTube that we are doing something cool here and that should show it to more people. So without further ado, let's dive on into what we got to cover today. And let's switch on over to this view, and boom. So, we're gonna start out with what I'm sure most of you have already heard of, and maybe this is why you're checking this show out, because you want to know more about the metaverse and things that are happening, and this was definitely news that got spread throughout, for sure, the U.S., probably the world, but Facebook changed their company name to Meta and plans to support NFTs and is going balls to the walls as far as the metaverse goes, as far as a corporate entity can do. I know there's a lot of talks between all the people in the space. A lot of you that are watching are probably on the side of Facebook isn't great for the metaverse, but I think it was inevitable that big corporations like Facebook, Google, Apple, like they're all gonna try and do something with the metaverse. It's just inevitable, and like it's those major players in the corporate world like basically solidifying that the metaverse is going to be something, and that should make us excited and super bullish on what's to come. So yeah, I'm sure there's not a whole lot of news in here. Really, I just wanted to kind of address the elephant in the room that yes, Facebook is entering the space as far as building out a metaverse of their own. And I mean, from the research that I've done, and I'm just scrolling through this article, but from the research I've done, like they've said that they do want to allow for like an open, like interoperable metaverse, and we'll see what that means to them whenever we get there. But until then, I guess we're just gonna have to sit back and wait and see. Something interesting that the company shares are gonna change from Facebook to MVRS. So I wonder if we'll see a spike in more metaverse stuff whenever that happens, because I'm sure that'll grab people's attention if they're not paying attention yet. But yeah, anyways, Facebook, the overall company, is now called Meta, so that's neat. Basically, people just tipping their hats saying, hell yeah, we've already been thinking this. And that kind of leads us to this next article, which is just talking about tokens on the rise after Facebook rebranded. And I think that was obviously going to happen as soon as something goes mainstream like that. But it's cool. Like, let's dive in and actually see what happened with this index, which, if you're not aware, like this index is MVI, and basically it just has an allocation of a bunch of different tokens from all kinds of different metaverse projects. Here's a list of most of them, all of them on the screen now. A lot of them, like Illuvium, I'm super bullish on. I think they're going to be great. Axie's just going to be around forever. That's like they've solidified themselves in the space. Mana, I don't know how people want to say that, but Decentraland, like Decentraland's doing cool things. They're definitely going to be a player in the space. Um, let's see, like Wax, and I don't know. I don't know a whole lot about Wax or E and J, but then Sand right here is Sandbox's token. So I'm really bullish on Sandbox. I think they're going to bring a lot of cool attention to the space, as far as gaming goes. So yeah, that's just kind of showing. But what I was going to show you guys is that, like, check this out. Like, all through October, just chilling here, and then right, I think on the 27th, 28th is when Facebook announced the rebranding to Meta, and then boom, just spikes up, and that's what news like that goes mainstream can do. So it'll be cool to see where all these different tokens head in the future, but this is a cool way to just kind of track metaverse stuff in general. Um, yeah, and like I was saying, Sandbox is going to be huge. So if you don't know about the Sandbox, now's the time to start learning. I'll inevitably be talking. I like inevitably. I've been saying that a lot. But I'll be talking a lot about the Sandbox on this episode and future episodes. But the Sandbox is fucking super cool, and I think all you guys should take some time to head on over to sandbox.game and just do a little research, see what they're all about. Check out these partners that they have already. Like, they got some big players: Snoop Dogg, Avenged Sevenfold, Dead Mouse. You know, like The Walking Dead is in there. Then there's a lot of games being built that are kind of around The Walking Dead and zombies right now. So there's some cool stuff that's going on inside the Sandbox. They've been building for a while. I don't know if it's like 3 years or something, but they're getting closer and closer to kind of going more public with it right now. If you are interested in checking out what the Sandbox is all about, you can actually come to sandbox.game and head over to the Create tab, and then inside here you can download their game maker. And once you get the game maker downloaded, it's only for PC. So they're working on a Mac version, but right now it's only for PC. So if you got a PC, or if you got a Windows emulator, you could do it that way too, if you're on a Mac. But download the game maker, and then inside the game maker you can hop into there's going to be, once you get this all downloaded and opened up, there'll be like 3 tabs up top, and the far right one is going to be gallery. And inside the gallery you can actually play around and enter into all these different worlds that people are building, and just see what it's all going to be like, and play some fun games that people are building or working on. So yeah, Sandbox, we'll be talking much more about this as the weeks go on, but this is just kind of a quick overview of some of the things that I have my eyes on. And we'll also just take a look here at the sand token itself. It also did spike up, I think, right around the same. Well, this is a little bit later. I guess it kind of started on the move right around that time, but then a little bit later it took an even bigger jump. And I want to say this was right around the time that Sandbox announced their where is it? Yeah, that they raised had a $93 million raise. That's going to help them continue to expand their metaverse and just build and build and build. Like it's going to be huge and it's going to be cool. And I think one of the best things about the sandbox is that it's giving the power to creators. So, for instance, me, I'm building a project in the sandbox. We're focused on avatars and assets, and we're also building a game inside the sandbox. And they're supporting that and partnering with us. So like that's super cool that they're like willing to help um, even small fries like us get into the game and start building in the metaverse. So yeah, super cool, and that's just a huge chunk of money. So like there's there's definitely people that see the vision and support what the sandbox is doing. So we're this is only the beginning of what we'll see with them. And another game that I talked about was that was in the Metaverse Index is Illuvium. And Illuvium actually just released a trailer, which we'll watch here, show you in a second. But Illuvium is another. It's going to be a play to earn game, I believe, and they have their own coin as well. That's kind of associated with their DAO, but it's just it's gonna be one of those games that's beautiful, and they're partnering with Immutable X, so there's not gonna be any gas. So people that are worried about all the high gas fees, like that's gonna be solved with things like Immutable X and Polygon and things like that. So don't worry, there are solutions coming. But yeah, Illuvium looks super cool. It's just like a very beautiful game that they're building out, and let's just watch a quick little snippet of their trailer. Yeah, that just shows you like some of the graphics that you can expect, and it just gets better and better. But really, what their game is gonna let me turn that off so you can hear me. What their game is gonna like look like is actually easier to see in this video. It's gonna be like a kind of like Pokemon or I don't know, something like that, just a battler. And so you're gonna have your human. And to be honest, I haven't looked a lot into the gameplay side of things. I'm just really impressed with the team and what they've been able to build out and how beautiful it is that they're building. So I think it'll definitely get attention. And because if I'm not mistaken, it is going to be play to earn. That's going to be huge as the space evolves. If you guys aren't already aware, like play to earn, especially with now integrating with the blockchain and everything, is going to be huge. Like there's just going to be so many opportunities for people that play games and play games well to make money. So if you're excited about that, I'm excited about that. So this is bump the mic. This is a good spot for you to hang out and learn about upcoming games and stuff like that. And once these games do come out, we'll be playing them and streaming them and all that fun stuff too. So stay tuned for all that. What do we got here? This is kind of what I was talking about. So play to earn revolution leaps beyond Axie Infinity. So Axie Infinity was the first, and they're like the OG like play to earn with blockchain, and they've done some really cool stuff. But as I was saying, there's a lot of different games coming up that are going to kind of knock them out of the spotlight, I think. So yeah, I don't know why I have this article pulled up. It's kind of just going over stuff that we're talking about already. And then one thing I just wanted to note is that if you are excited about the sandbox, I should add this in the sandbox section, but if you are excited about the sandbox, obviously get into our Discord, metaSKINZ Discord. that's easy to find. You can go to our Twitter, and the link is in the bio, or on our website. We got the little Discord emblem all over the place for you to click on to join. But another awesome resource for learning about the sandbox, besides the sandbox, the official game Discord, is going to be Sandstorm. Sandstorm is doing super cool stuff. They're highlighting projects that are going to be building into the metaverse, specifically into the sandbox, and I think they're just another cool place that you guys should put some of your attention to, and check out what they're doing. Check out the content that they're putting out. They got picked up just recently, this article, by like Yahoo Money and Benzinga and things like that. So super cool to see their success, and just wanted to share that with you. And then on the day after the drop of ENS, I could not hesitate, or I couldn't not talk about the ENS tokens that got dropped, and how much value was was given to the community that believed in ENS and supported ENS by basically getting different ENS domains. And here's a little breakdown of how the tokens got distributed. If you're not super aware with ENS, that's okay. I'm not super aware of all the stuff that ENS can do, but one of the cool things is, and the main reason that I picked one up, was that you can basically point. So for me, Krafter.eth points at my hot wallet, so people can send coins there if they want. They can send NFTs, all by just using Krafter.eth instead of the long like 0x blah blah blah. You don't have to remember that whole thing. You can just use your ENS Krafter.eth or yourname.eth if you purchase that, and use that to point at your address. And it's also super cool because then like when it's like what did they call it? Reverse records. So whenever your address pops up in a game or something, it can actually change your name to Krafter.eth for my example, instead of OX blah blah blah. Like it's just super cool, and it's really early on with how it's going to be used. But anyways, yeah. So they dropped ENS token to their community, and that happened yesterday. So if you have an ENS name and you had it before October 31st, make sure to go. You can get in their Discord, or their Twitter, I think, has it linked to of where to go to claim your ENS. But they give out a big chunk of tokens to everyone that had ENS, and this was kind of the guidelines. So how old the ETH address was, the current expiration date. So if you extend it out, I think you can go up to like 8 years or something. That got you more tokens. But I think I have it here. Yeah. So like right now, look at the chart. Like this is where it started, obviously. It spiked up early this morning to like 54, 55 dollars a token. And just so you guys are aware, I'll be transparent. I got 141 ENS tokens. So at that price, like 50 some bucks, like if I wanted to, I could have cashed out. I mean, I wasn't awake, so I missed that opportunity, but I'm sure it'll go even higher and higher as things play out. But that would have been like 7,000 bucks that they just gave to me. And obviously I believe in what they're doing, so I think I'm going to hold on for at least a while. But we'll see. It's hard to resist free money sometimes. So obviously do your own research, decide what you want to do with it. But that's just a fun little exciting thing that's been happening. So I just wanted to include that in here. I think it's pretty cool. And then let's check out a game that I'm hyped on. So if you guys don't know, Phantom Galaxies, phantomgalaxies.com is the website. Go check it out. They're doing some cool things. I think this game is going to be super fun, and obviously they're going to be including NFTs and everything. Right now they're still doing it. So if you go to their website and you connect your wallet, you're going to qualify for their first free NFT airdrop. I don't know when exactly that'll be, but yeah, that's super cool that they're doing that. And basically, so sometime towards the end of this year, it looks like, probably is when the airdrop will be. and then obviously they're just kind of working towards the game sometime in Q2 for. Ooh, I want to get that early access. That'll be fun. And here I'll show you guys a little snip peek. I'm broken. I don't know how to say it. But yeah, check her out. And I think it's gonna be like a combo of like a space exploration game and like a robot like shooter. I forget what you call those, but you know, you guys know. Easy. But yeah, the graphics look super good. Like it just looks like a really fun game to be messing around in. So I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully these are the kind of games that you guys are excited about, because these are the kind of games that I'm excited about. And um, this is so the last two things we're gonna talk about, and then we'll wrap things up for this week, is a couple NFTs that I have my eye on. So Deuce X, um, I don't know if that's how you say it, but that's how I say it. Deuce X. Um, they're doing something kind of cool. I haven't looked super far into it, but a few buddies mine pointed it out, and I had to check it out, and it looks really cool. So if you're into like lore and like building out kind of like a community story, this might be right up your alley. I don't know exactly all their plans. Like I said, I haven't looked very deep into it. I'm putting this one on here just to put something onto your radar that isn't sold out yet, that maybe would spike your interest. But what you do is whenever you're minting, you pick one of these three factions, we'll call them, and then that's the type of NFT you get. And then I think it'll be like randomly generated, what it exactly looks like. But you can either be the Valkyries, the Rocks, which are humanity's greatest champions, or monsters. So yeah, I don't know. This is just a cool thing that I thought it looked cool from like first glance. So if you guys are interested and want to check it out, go to deusxnft.com, deusxnft.com, and check it out for yourself. Because if you can't tell, I haven't done a whole lot of research on it, but I do think it looks cool. And then last little notable is that Deadfellas, I think personally, this is obviously just my opinion, do your own research, but if you're looking for a low entry point NFT into a community that is established and is probably on the up and coming list, I think Deadfellas is it. They have a really strong team. Their community is very strong and active. You'll see them all over Twitter, but they're just fun little profile pictures. And if this is your vibe, obviously check it out, do your own research, hop in the Discord. Some of my things that I like to do whenever I'm looking at projects, if this is maybe going to be your first purchase, is hop into the Discord, get the vibe of the community, see if it's a place that you would really want to hang out and people you'd want to associate with. And if that is the case, then look into the team, see what how the team handles themselves, what some of their announcements are that they've put out in the past. Like the Discords are a great place to kind of do research on projects. And like on OpenSea, usually their Discord and other places that you can do your research are going to be linked up here, so you can get to their website, Discord, Medium, Instagram, and Twitter. So yeah, just some quick tips and tricks from Krafter. So yeah, that kind of wraps up the show. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you made it all the way to here, this show is only going to get smoother and better and more informative and less all over the place is my hope. So I can go off on tangents and everything, so I'll get a better feel for how to do things as we continue to do this. But this is going to be, like I said, a weekly show, just kind of recapping what happened the prior week, in the metaverse, and also kind of hitting on some cool NFTs that I'm looking at or that have at least popped up on my radar, and also, like I said, looking into different games and stuff. So, yeah, if that's your jam and you're still here, you vibe with me, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and we will catch you next time. Thanks, y'all. Stay golden. You guys are the best. Peace.